Welcome back. This is week 9. I started taking off my shoes and placing my feet on the pad just to have an equal distribution of force. I fixed my parallel legs. They were bowing out last time. Here you can see that I'm really focused on keeping them parallel. Had a nice takeoff launch. And here I'm really squeezing hard, 3 seconds. Today it felt a little bit like the tension was being removed from my legs because I was extending a little too much to the point where I felt like I was almost locking and taking the tension off. So I'm going to look at that next time, but I think it was a little far away. I usually stop around right there, but you see how I went a little bit further, and it's almost fully locked, so I'm gonna stop that seat a few centimeters before. Again, keeping this mind-muscle connection, this is something that I have been focusing more and more on every week, and it's really just focusing on my breath. Focusing on the breath. And as I'm pushing here, sometimes I would transfer the weight from my heels to the balls of my feet. And that's something that I'm going to be mindful of because I want to push through the heels instead of the balls of the feet or the upper area of the foot. Again, my hands are relaxed, my body, my face are relaxed. I'm trying to breathe in a cadence that's going to support and oxygenate my body, my muscles. My last workout was about 4 days ago, and I had mentioned to Gary that I was feeling still a bit sore, and I would have preferred to have a few more days to recover, but it's fine. This is good because I'm going to test my recovery capacity as well, so I'm excited about that. I think here, I'm not sure if it was this one, the breakthrough, but yeah. I think this was the one where I didn't think I was going to make it. I could see on my face as I was in agony. Yeah, today's session was very difficult for me. Difficult in the sense that I really pushed myself. I had to sit in my car after for about 30 minutes. Let's see, here we go. Is it this one? Oh, you see, I sped up there. So that transition wasn't great. I think this is the one where I didn't think I was going to be able to go. Yeah, all right, so note to self. I got sloppy joes on that transition. This is probably going to be the last one. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Is this it? Oh, no, this was the breakthrough. But it was jerky. We don't want that. We want smooth. However, when you're, trying to wiggle and give every last bit that you have, maybe that is okay. This is actually my 8th session with Gary. This was the last one. Okay. Yeah. This one was tough. Alrighty, we're moving down to the pull down. We're going to work our biceps, lats, forearms, hands, grip. Again, keeping my legs in front of me, gripping my thumb around my fingers, just focusing on that weight. Keeping one spot that I'm focused on, keeping the breath in and out, not making any faces, being stoic. Here I'm coming in, I'm tucking my abs, I'm bringing my arms in towards me for 3 seconds, squeeze in the lower abdominis, and coming back up, smooth transitions. Keeping that breath steady. Breathing is everything, especially when it comes to high intensity training. Your breath is what controls your thoughts. Some say that shamans, as they sing, when they're in transcendental hallucinations, that is what guides them through the spirit world. It's the breath of song. I kind of see it that way when it comes to my breath with my exercise. The breath is leading the way. It's leading my muscles. It's leading my mind. It is the guardian, the passage, the tour guide. And I follow my breath. What I like is that this also applies to life. Slowing down. Listening before speaking. And responding versus reacting. The same can be said with exercise. Respond with the weights. Don't react and jerk it. Respond and smoothly transition. When we react, we're hasty. And we're just very impulsive. So the philosophy behind this super slow train is helping me tremendously with other areas of my life, which is a wonderful side effect. I believe my grip had given up here. And we're moving on to our third exercise, which is our shoulder press. This is our vertical pressing motion or movement. It's part of the Big Five. And again, the Big Five are really great just because there's not a lot of buy-in on the skill, meaning that you don't have to have extensive knowledge about exercising. These exercises were specifically chosen because of their simplicity and because anyone can do it in a safe and secure manner. And that's really what's helping and what I think is going to help promote this as we move on, because I am a full believer. I am 100% convinced. I am seeing the results, my muscles, my strength, my overall mood. I can't speak highly enough about it. Here I'm keeping my hands, you see, they're relaxed, my legs, stomach, just focusing on that breath. I want a smooth transition here. Remember, respond, not reacting. We're responding to the wave. We are in control. Here I'm making a small C, not locking out my arms. Remember, keeping that time under tension, recruiting as many muscle fibers as possible, slowly tiring out those type 1s, following up, getting to those type 2s. That's the treasure chest. We want to get the key to get in, but the key lies in going through the marsh of the type 1 fibers. We have to pass through the creek. Responding, controlling the weight, keeping my chin tucked in, but not too tucked in. Imagining I had a fist right under it. That's about the spacing. I'm looking over here to the right and to the left, which I'm going to focus on keeping my neck in a neutral, front-looking position. So that's a note for myself. I will keep looking forward next time. I'm moving my fingers. That means I'm getting close to my ending point. Is this it? Yeah. You see my left foot? The reflex came out. Okay. I'm holding on to this. And this is where Gary really shines. He really gets the most out of you.
All right, excellent. Sit down. Don't extend your legs. Good.
He pushes.
Good job. Slower. What's that?
Yeah, today's session was deep.
Fatigue. That's
Okay, moving on to the fourth exercise, 4 or 5 of the big 5. And this is the row to work my back, my lats, my biceps, my grip, my forearms. And of course, I get the burps right here. I just get air in my system. So pressure that builds up, which is why it's important to keep on breathing. Keep on breathing. You heard of keep on walking? We'll just keep on breathing. Again, starting with a smooth response. Right here is where it's getting the hardest it's going to get. And as I'm pulling back now, it gets easier. And there's less resistance. This is the least resistance. As I'm coming back, it's getting harder, 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 harder. That's the heaviest weight right there, heaviest weight. And it's loosening up a little bit there. That's what I love about these MedX machines. Their cams, their angles, their pulley systems. I went to a gym the other day to put my friend through a little workout. He wants to meet with Gary as well, but Gary's just packed, obviously. So I'm just so grateful that I have a space with him. And the equipment, I won't say the name of the gym, but the equipment was just really subpar. And I'm spoiled now, right? I'm using this equipment that was specifically designed with exercise in mind, right? And when we say exercise, we know what we mean when we say exercise. It's not walking or jogging or bike riding. Well, we're talking about time under tension, a significant force for a certain amount of time to get to muscle fatigue, right? That's our exercise definition. And just the ergonomics of these machines at these gyms, it was so interesting to go there and try to do the movement and just not feel the muscles that I feel engaged when I work out with Gary. So that this is where it's just really, really worth it to find a place if you can, because I think this is going to express your maximum genetic potential. And we're moving on to the 5th and final exercise from the big 5, and this is going to be the chest press this is the horizontal press. And by this time I'm pretty beat. I mean, I'm out of it. Again, taking my breath, I usually exhale, and that's when I squeeze for a couple seconds. Slowly squeezing, pushing, using my triceps and my chest, and squeezing here. 1, 2, 3, relaxing, smooth response. Coming back down, maintaining that tension. As soon as that weight hits, going back up. Smooth transition. 1. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice little tappy tap. Actually, I couldn't hear. I can't hear what's going on, so I don't know if I actually tapped it, but it looked like I did. What am I doing with my face? Okay, we're neutral. Good. Hands are fine. I'm not squeezing. I'm not using any excess or extra muscle. That's not necessary. Back. Getting a nice squeeze. Lowering it. Okay. See what this tap is. Where's the tap? foot.
Bear down.
It's the giveaway.
Long.
We go through this. We're sitting at
5 more seconds. That's it. That's
here.
it.
This is
Pull down. Pull it on.
jolting, so that's what we're trying to get everything I have, and I can hear Gary say, "Give me everything you got," and then slowly lowering it. There we go. Nice. Alrighty. That concludes this session. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Push it hard.